I just don't understand why we have to go to this extreme and this radical in writing a bill to face the endangerment, but at the expense of limiting and curtailing the freedom of other people to defend themselves and their children and their home.
There's nothing extreme or radical about this. There's nothing extreme or radical about the idea that when someone owns a deadly weapon that can be wielded in a matter of seconds, that shouldn't be properly stored. And there is a problem. There is a problem with this because we know that kids are accessing this. They are shooting siblings, parents, and so on and so forth. There's nothing extreme or radical about this.
Well, I'm very concerned about this particular bill in that regard. I certainly am one who would promote firearm safety and securing a weapon, but nevertheless, there are individuals who feel threatened in their home or their neighborhood, and they aren't going to sleep. They may not even sleep well if they have a gun by their side in their own bedroom. Also, there's another segment of our population that often requires guns in their occupation. I'm talking about rural farm people that are living out in rural areas. They not only have to have concerns about predation, but they also have concerns about their own domestic farm animals. Farm animals at times can be very dangerous. Take, for example, a cow who just recently had a calf. You even walk too close to a cow and it'll take you down and trample you into dust. And many farmers have a readily available gun just for those emergencies. Fumbling around with a lock while a cow or a bull or any other animal is going after your daughter or your son, you can't fumble around with a key or try and find the lockbox or put your thumb on a biometric key of some sort in your home while the danger is outside. This bill puts those individuals in even more danger.
There's nothing extreme or radical about this. And I guess one thing that I'm always curious about is the fact that, as far as I understand, in this state, there's no training requirement for people to own a firearm. And I'm curious, we don't need to have this discussion now, but I'd be really curious to know if our friends from the NRA and our friends from the Gun Caucus support a training requirement. A training requirement prior to the purchase and ownership of a firearm. That seems like that would be a reasonable, responsible thing to do. Our kids can't wait any longer. This bill needs to pass. And if there are folks who want to keep working on this with Senator Gustafson, I have every reason to believe that she would be happy to do that and would continue to have those conversations. But what ends up happening every single time we have a conversation about guns, nobody ever wants to actually do anything about it. And so, Senator Gustafson, I appreciate your work on this. Thank you so much, and I will be gladly supportive of this bill.